Hello everybody, Danny Shea, not in his bathrobe, reading on November. And a couple of things that popped into my news feed periphery. Oh, that was a big word. Okay, so I want to look at November financially, take a look at Ukraine a little bit, see what's going on, look at politics, look at it spiritually. So I'm not going to get too into it, but just kind of briefly give an overview with it. Also, I want to look at the election down in Houston. Here's the thing that popped up to me. There were 19 black women from Houston that swept onto the judicial system down there, and it just changed the face of justice. So some of them are up for election, and the reason I found that is that I was looking at something, an article about women changing the face of foreign policy for certain countries. So as I was looking at that, I went, oh, well, where are we in this? Where are we in this new feminine ascension role? Certainly, I'm doing my part. I don't know about you all. Okay, let's take a look at November. My cards don't even want to shuffle for November. So we were, when I was on Sheila's channel for Halloween, and Nina came on and was talking about how she got a hit about November and how rough it was going to be. And so we looked at that, and when I'm reading with a group, the energy is, well, it's 4 different energies. And so as I try to tap into the question, it does get a little diluted for me. So my dog wants to go outside. Hang on one second. You want to go out? You want to go out? There you go. Oh, sorry. Okay, so let's just look at November, and let's see what we get with it. I'm using my Los Skedibo deck. It's one of my favorites. And tomorrow, Nancy Jean and I are going to do a live. We're going to look at different tarot decks, and she is the Grande Dame of Tarot. One of them. So, let's see what we get for November. Let's just do 6 cards real quick. The overall energy of November. What's the overall energy in November? Besides gray. Can't wait for this next week to be over. November. What's going on? I feel like we should really be hanging on to just hanging on. Maybe not paying attention, but that's not it. Well, one of the cards I got last night was to let go of being right. I think it's kind of be like a duck and let the water just fly off your back. Okay, November. Did that even make sense? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, drop this down. I should have warned you before, but I didn't. I'm going to kick my table up a little bit. There we go. All right. Now I feel like I need a high chair. Okie dokie. So, November. What does that mean? That's my Democratic card. 10 of Cups. It's celebration. It's blue. It's rainbows. That's a great, great sign. And then I got the Empress. Now, a lot of times in my readings, this will be something of a Russian influence, but this is a birth of something new creatively, something new feminine-wise, which again goes to what I want to read on later. And this also is getting back to nature. So both of these are really good. A new way forward, something new coming. At the base of this, oh, and that person, when I said, the commenter who said that I should stop using marinating in it, she goes, I was just kidding, you can use it. So you're soaking in it, Marge. Okay, that's what that is. Sadness. Sadness. What is that sadness about? Is it about what I was saying with just the negative ads, the negative back and forth, the apparent just deception that's going on? Somebody says one thing and then they don't say it again. I mean, I'm sorry. They say one thing and then they say something totally different in the next 30 seconds, it seems like. I was watching the January 6th, after, when the senators were all up there saying this was clearly 45's fault, and then, 2 weeks later, they're kissing his ring. Is that what this is about? Or is it... We'll clarify that a little bit. In the past, this is the Knave of Wands. When you look at this, it's the desert landscape, but they're looking forward, but it's still... She still hasn't raised her staff, so it's still in preparations. We're still working at things. And this is what this card says. We are still working at things. We're coming together. In this deck, there is no person guiding it, no plans, but clearly this guy knows what's ahead and how to complete his Three of Pentacles. And then in the potential near future, you have the King of Wands. This, to me, is a forward-looking, passionate king that is leading the way into the future. And this is what this card is looking at, looking into the future. She's a young energy in the past as it relates. And so you need this wise energy. Maybe not so old. At least this guy doesn't have a white beard. Uh-oh. Did I just say that? Wow. Wow. So let's take a look at this sorrow that we are soaking in. What is this sorrow about? Because all these cards up here are fairly good, right? They're not, there's no big tower moments. There's no heartbreak. But there is that sorrow that we're soaking in. What is that Five of Cups? as I was shuffling, the Five of Pentacles flipped over. Ooh, financial. Let's see what we get. What is that Five of Cups? King of Cups. The Journey. Strength. Wow, strong cards. Strong cards here. So, our emotional well-being, and this is my Joe Biden card, on a new journey that we're going to need strength for. So clearly we've been showing a lot of strength in this journey. It seems like it's we're going to be starting something new. We need to let go of this sorrow. That scares me. That King of Cups with sorrow and loss. So I'm going to keep pulling out decks till I can. What is this King of Cups clarifying sorrow mean? What does the King of Cups? Is it a Joe Biden, or is it a forward-thinking, calming energy? And certainly that's what this strength card refers to. As we go on this new journey, there's going to be some things that are shaking us up, although it doesn't say it here, but you have that King of Cups and the strength sandwiching that new journey. So it seems to me you're going to need calm, you're going to need strength as we go on this new journey, because some of these knuckleheads are going to be rearing their crazy heads. Joe Biden. That wasn't right. Joe Biden. What is this King of Cups? What is this King of Cups with sorrow? What is this King of Cups with sorrow? Blind choice. Seven of Wands. Defending itself. Yeah. And the Eight of Wands. News coming fast. So we have a decision that needs to be made that we're going to need to stay calm for. We will need to defend ourselves. We're not going to back down. And then the news comes super, super fast. And again, this really isn't telling me anything about who this, if this is a person. I don't think it is. I think it's the news cycle coming really fast. And here's my intuitive hit that I'm getting. I'm going to pull this up. So what I'm hearing is when more and more information comes out against the former guy, that our Republican side is not going to be feeling so good about their choice, and it shouldn't be us beating them down anymore. It's like we all make mistakes. We all sometimes bet on the wrong horse. Do you guys bet on horses? Horse racing? No. Dog racing? No. Turtle racing? No. So, as new things come to light in November, stay calm. Don't flout anything. Just kind of back away and just let things go. Let things just marinate a little bit before we start throwing stones or whatever. Okay, enough of that. Let's look at November financially. Let me try to speed this up because I'm already at 15 minutes. November financially. What are we seeing we seeing? Financially. For the U.S. You know, and it's weird when I say for the U.S. and I just heard it's global. We're not tied to one economy anymore. It's such a global economy. Well, that flew out. Something new, looking at something new, maybe with the global economy. Financially, November, the U.S. The Hermit flew out. I don't know if it's my cold hands or what, but it feels, I'm just going to leave that up top. It feels like when I said US and then I said it's globally, it feels like we're still trying to hang on to the idea that that we can control everything the US can. There's too many global players that need to be involved. Let's just see what I get. I'm going to drop this down as I throw these cards down, and you can all see what I get. Family money, Ten of Pentacles, being crossed by the King of Wands. So it's that same energy that I was getting with just the overlooking November issue with this King of Wands and the Page, the Knave of Wands. We have the Seven of Wands. This is, to me, this is like, didn't we get that before? This is like my Mana La Mancha card. We're fighting against the wrong things. We're going to fight and stand up to all these wands, but this is kind of like, why? This is my Mana La Mancha card in this deck. And in the past, we have moving away from sorrow, moving into calmer waters, and we have illusion delusion. This is an interesting card for me in the potential near future. It's hard to read on the financial aspects of the U.S. because everybody's in a different situation financially. There are people who live paycheck to paycheck, and they are in a much different position than Elon Musk. I don't know. I don't think I would trade my place with him. But be aware that the choices that we make here, we get to pick a cup. So in this potential near future, do we pick spirituality? Do we pick riches? Do we pick a dragon, a snake, sadness, alone time? Financially, it feels like we need to be really, really careful. You know what? I kind of messed this up. That should be up there. And the potential near future is that. Because this was the card that flew out. So at the top of the reading, it's still the same. What's our choices? What do we want to pick on? Be careful with how we're dealing with our finances. And in the potential near future is restriction again. Is this a COVID restriction? Is this an illness? Is this just a financial restriction? I think it's a financial restriction. So pay attention. Be prepared. I didn't have hanging on to anything, the 4, but let's just, at the base of the reading is the Knave of Wands, looking out to the future for something better. I also got the Knight of Wands. Interesting that he is riding on strength. There is a blind choice, and we have something coming very fast at us. So be prepared right now is the message that I'm getting. Stock up. I don't know what the major thing is that's going to happen. It's just a financial hit that we're going to be taking. So, and it's going to affect people differently. Let's look at, let's go over overseas. Let's look at the Ukraine conflict, war, devastation. And again, when we look over there, and I think with all these readings, let's say a prayer, the most benevolent outcome for Ukraine and the people of Russia, the people of Ukraine, the sending help, all the light beings sending help out to these people who are devastated by this act of greed. I'm really getting a big sense that these acts of greed, financially and with like Putin, are going to be coming to an end. We're like going, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Except when it comes to Lamborghinis. I'm looking at my 5 Lamborghinis out here, and I don't have enough money to pay for gas. My problems are like huge. That was something else that somebody said, hey, how come you're not mentioning your Lamborghinis? I bought a new one from Ye. Kanye West. All right, sorry. All right, what is Russia, Ukraine? Month of November. Russia, Ukraine. Month of November. Russia, Ukraine. God, can't shovel today. Russia, Ukraine. That flew out. We'll leave it up top. Russia, Ukraine. All right. To me, that is a good sign. Maybe something good is going to happen to end this. And I can read this a couple of ways, but I think it's us sending prayers out. It could also be the U.S. going, nah, we're getting in there. More and more people are coming together to help. So here we go. Let's drop this down, and I'm going to try to go through this a little quicker. 4 cups. Not looking at an offer. Crying over spilled milk. Walking away from sorrow to find oneself. Oh, I hope that's Pootie. At the base of the reading, oh, this, lovely. 5 of Cups, sadness. Knight of Cups, This in the past, this is the wild ride that we're on. And this is getting a message from an unexpected source. So maybe we're getting that. That's going to help with this. At the top of the reading is the Queen of Cups. Love this. So again, another message in that cup. Calming energy. This Knight of Cups, normally water is just so calm, but look at the water. It is turbulent, as is the dragon he's riding on. Okay, so month, potential near future. I really, really am encouraged by this spread. We have a lot of loss, sorrow. We have a lot of sadness. We have a lot of cups. Oh my God, I just looked at this. A lot of emotional stuff going on with this situation. Who would have thought? Oh my God. But we have someone not looking at a message coming out of a cup, listening to a higher intuition, another message that is in this cup. Wow, a lot of messages coming, a lot of new information coming. The only card I didn't get was the Eight of Wands. New beginnings, the Sun card for the potential near future. So we've got a lot of new information that's going to be coming, that's going to change the outcome, that's going to bring us clarity and some additional happiness, Sun, to the situation. So, all right. Let's look at politics in November. Politics in November. Politics in November. Politics in November. When I should look at, I'm sorry, you guys don't need to look at me shuffling. You'd rather look at this. Close, I'm almost done with this. So, and as I say that, it's not itching as bad. For the last 2 weeks, it's just like, oh, I don't know which is worse, shingles or the beard coming in. And now it's like, okay, I know which is worse. It's the shingles, because the beard now starts, it's not itching as much. If I was a real man, I'd be able to deal with it. But I'm not. I feel like I'm Pinocchio. I just want to be a real boy. Don't ask me why I said that. Okay, politics, because I don't want to get into politics, I think. Oh my God. Help me. Help me. There is no help. Yes, there is. Okay, politics. Politics November. What is going on? I feel like I should switch decks. Politics November. Okay, well, if I feel it, why am I not doing it? I'm going to use One World Tarot. Politics, politics, politics. What is going on politically wise? So, the Trump org is in day 2, I think, or 3 of the trial, and there was evidence that Trump authorized things that are supposedly tax fraud. I wonder if my Lamborghinis are tax fraud. I didn't declare them. Ye just gave me one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I better look into that. Or I better not talk about it anymore. All right. Politics. Politics. And let's break it up into, now let's just look at politics. Let's just see. What do we need to know about the political landscape? Keeping democracy alive. What do we need to know about keeping democracy alive? Hey, speaking of good news, I got my Republican hillbilly brother to not vote for election deniers. He goes, I don't know who to vote for. Because all the Republicans, he's in Missouri, are election deniers. There's this one that's going for Senate. I don't know who he is, but he's an attorney that's suing the government. I'm like, everybody keeps saying that they have information that's coming out. They don't have it. Maybe it's hidden under the mattress of my pillow company. Okay, politics. Just keep blobbing. Politics. It's a good sign. Coming together, 2 of Cups. Isn't that what we want? We want our nation to be one. We're so tired of the divisiveness. Well, speaking for myself, it's being challenged by the thief in the night coming in, stealing defenses. At the base of the reading, illusion, delusion. I don't know what to do. I don't know who to vote for. My liberal brother says I shouldn't vote for election deniers, but which one of these cups should I vote for? In the past, as it relates, is our government. I'm going to drop this down. Is our government, right? At the top of the reading, Queen of Swords. The rule of the law. And potential near future, 3 of Pentacles. So, in this deck, it doesn't feel like there's dark money in this deck. It feels like it's 3 sides coming together, working on a plan. So I'm loving this 2 and this 3. So we have 2 of Cups, emotional, coming together with a financial, more practical point of view, coming together to fix this craziness, to clear up this confusion, to help our system of government. And it's going to come down to some, we are going to have some legal challenges with this, some legal outcome. Let's look at that legal outcome. So, hang on one second. Let's just specifically look at Trump and his so many lawsuits. So many lawsuits. What is going on with Trump? Oh my gosh, and Junior, what a tool. Did I say that out loud? His tweet is just so disgusting. And then all these people, all these news guys that are saying, you know, they had 45 on saying, well, there's some really funny stuff going on. Yeah, and it's in between your ears. Funny stuff going on. Well, what is it? Well, I can't really say. I've heard. We've all heard. We've all heard that you're a whack job. Everybody's got these little opinion questions that don't have any basis. And it's you know, Tucker Carlson with this, I just smelled shit. Really? shouldn't have said that. I should have put a warning up. All you little children out there, Danny's gonna say the S word. Okay, sorry. Trump. Trump and his many, many lawsuits. November. Oh, sorry. There's a lot of sadness. He's crying over spilled milk. Uh-oh. He's very restricted in his movements. What's he marinating in, Marge? Money, 10 of Pentacles, his family business. Whoa. I should have warned you. In the past, 3 of Wands. Now, is he watching his ships come in, or is he watching his ships go out? This is also foreign, a card of foreign investments, foreign. But to me, this could be, is he looking to like exit to another country? We've talked about that before. And in the top of the reading, winning at any cost. And this card is interesting in the way that they've designed this. There's only 2 people, and they're leaving. So he's got his swords. He won, or he thinks he won. But he's dropping evidence. He can't hold on to it all, is what I just heard when I looked at that. In the other decks, he's got all the swords. And in another deck, all the swords are on the ground. This one, he's got friends that are leaving him and dropping his swords for who to pick up. 2 of Wands. Again, he's got a decision, and he's got the world in his hand, and he's looking at the water. I think he's thinking of leaving in November. This is not going to be a good November for him, for his family. Let's see. Let's just look at this 5 of Swords. Let's look at this 5 of Swords. Tell me about this 5 of Swords. Who is this? Strength. Moving on. Celebration. So when I was looking at this, try to not get it so glary. When I was looking at this 5 of Swords, I'm going, is this the legal challenges against him that they are winning at any cost, that they're just taking over, they're leaving these other people defenseless? And it's not the 7 of Swords, but still, those other people, they don't have any swords. They're just kind of dropping their swords. And I was thinking, is this the Letitia Jameses and the Fannie Willises and God knows how many others, right? The E.G. Carroll, you can't keep track of it all. But this is strength, moving on, and women celebrating. E.G. Carroll. E.G. Carroll.